how to DJ with 3 decks. I'm DJ Spiegel and I'm going to show you how. This is your first time watching one of my videos, I'm DJ Spiegel. I make videos about DJing with the iPad, DJing with Djay Pro, and just DJing, thinking out of the box about DJing. And in this video, that's exactly what we're doing. So Djay Pro allows us to DJ with up to 4 decks, which is awesome. A lot of professional DJs at festivals, stuff like that, they will have 4 CDJs, 4 decks to DJ with. And a lot of DJs use them all, like James Hype and other DJs that do a lot of hands-on tricks and stuff. They'll be DJing with 3 or 4 decks at the same time. So in this video, I'm going to give you guys some ideas on what to do with the 3rd deck. Not necessarily mixing 4 songs at the same time, but there's a lot of things that you could use this 3rd deck for. And the first one is you could use the 3rd deck for your scratch samples. So let's just eject that, starting fresh. So Djay Pro has classic mode, it has pro mode, it has the looper mode, but we're going to be in 4 deck mode. Now this is my least favorite mode in the app because it's honestly hard to see because it's a small screen and a lot of stuff going on. So you could get these have a mixer. You could even do effects if you press these buttons up here at the top. Let me turn my mouse on so you guys can see where I'm pointing. Okay, there we are. So let's say that we're DJing, we're doing a set. I'll just load up 2 songs on each deck. So this one, it's just gonna be random songs just to give you guys the examples. So here we go, there, and here we go, there. I don't like that one. Okay, so we have 2 songs. Let's say that we're mixing with these 2 songs. Now, just because you don't see the 3rd deck or the 4th deck doesn't mean that it's not there. So when you go to 4 deck mode, you see deck number 1 is here, deck number 2 is here, and then deck number 3 is all the way here to the left, and then deck number 4 is to the right. So me, I'm right-handed, so it makes it easier for me if I use my 3rd deck. I'm going to be DJing with 3 decks, but I'm going to use deck 1, 2, and 4 just because I don't like using my left hand over there. So now, one thing that you could do with this deck is you could load up your scratch samples. Now your scratch sample is there, and then have it right where you want it to start scratching. So you guys could have these 2 songs playing at the same time. So I'm just gonna... So it's 1 song playing, but we could just sync these together. So we have 2 songs playing and sync, and they're just like if we were mixing. And now you could break into a scratch section while you have the 2 songs playing without interrupting the mix that you have going on. And now in my other videos, I taught you guys how to connect 2 controllers at the same time using one of these USB-C splitters. So this goes into the USB-C port, and then you have 3 USB ports here. So you could plug 2 controllers in, and then you can map it so that, let's say you have a big controller, you could map one of your backup controllers, map one of these jog wheels to be that 3rd deck, and now you could be DJing with your regular controller, and then when you want to just break out into a scratch session on top of your mix, you could do that with another controller. Or if you're just using the iPad, you could just hop right over here and be scratching and have a free deck to scratch with. So another thing that you could do is you could add sound effects. So I taught you guys a lot of sound effects and stuff that you could get from streaming services like Tidal that isn't technically music. So I'll show you what I mean. So over here is my playlist for it. And now here we go. We have DJ voice samples. So right here. So that's yeah. So you can even go to the effects and let's put a little reverb on that. And now you have two songs. You have two songs playing at the same time. So you could even record your own voice and use your own voice in one of these decks and load it in as a track. And then you could do like it's DJ Spiegelspin or DJ Big Al or whatever your DJ name is. And you could throw it on top of your mix kind of to get your brand out there. That's what James Hype does a lot. So that's another thing you can do with the third deck. And now the most important thing that I would recommend doing with the third deck is have a song that you know, like your one song that you know everyone's gonna like there's no one doesn't like it, and it's your go-to song that could always get you out of a jam. Let's just say, for example, it's Around the World by Daft Punk, which it isn't, but that's just an example I'm gonna use. So now when you're DJing in pro mode or you're DJing in classic mode and you're mixing and you're doing your thing, and then you put on a song that nobody likes. So, and instead of going and having to go find another song and get out of that situation, you could just go right here into 4-deck mode and have that song ready. And also, if you guys have two controllers plugged in or you map your controller to control that third deck, you could just push a button and not have to switch the screens. Just because you can't see it on the screen doesn't mean that it's not playing. So this is a scratch sample. So you hear the scratch sample, but you still hear it even though you can't see it on the deck. So just keep that in mind. So I hope you guys, this helps you think out of the box more, and you have another slot to use to help you guys be more creative, do the effects like I told you, have a scratch sample in one of these, or have a backup song. And I think that having 3 or 4 decks really helps, even if you don't plan on mixing 4 songs at the same time. I know a lot of people get overwhelmed when they see the 4 decks and they think they have to be beat matching 4 songs at the same time and having them all go together, which you can do, and it does sound really cool, and a lot of really experienced DJs do that frequently. But you don't have to. You could just do what I taught you in this video and then just use the extra decks for something that will actually help you guys DJ better. So if you like videos about DJing with the iPad, DJing in different ways, and Djay Pro, give this video a like. It really helps the channel. And also subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Thank you.